You're flexing. Yeah, we know.
No, it's not flexing, bro. It's not flexing. This is scary. This is scary.
Scary.
So two people have two black people.
Nigga, can we hold on? Wait, we're gonna get into that later.
Hold on, wait a minute.
We're getting it. Nah, I'm about to mute you.
Let me say this real quick. Just let me say it real quick.
All right, we're gonna get into that later.
Oh wait, how? There was no part of that of this episode.
We'll get into it later.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Are you not that bad or not that good?
I'm not that bad. I'm pretty good, but I'm playing on keyboard and mouse, so I suck on keyboard.
Hey, that was funny. Kitty.
What?
He said, is that alluded to the fact that you're bad at Apex? He says, nah, I'm not bad. He said, well, are you not bad or are you not good?
You gotta figure out which one, man.
Because there is a difference.
Yeah, I'll just be hating. Gosh.
It's just a question.
No, it's not. That's hate. You know,
it's just a question.
A hater. I can't talk to. I can't talk to.
No. My first statement. You can classify as hate. I'm okay with that.
You've always been a hater, though. I mean,
damn, man.
That's funny as fuck.
Kyrie was hating hard yesterday when we was playing Valorant. He was, oh my gosh.
Please tell me what I said.
He was just hating on Eric.
Tell me what I said.
He was hating. I can't remember. You was hating on him about something. I can't remember what.
It was a subliminal comments.
Yeah. Eric was flexing. Oh, his gun.
Oh yeah.
Gun.
I wasn't hating on the gun. I said, what did I say?
You know what, Kyrie? You don't hang around a lot of haters. I don't know how you're such a hater.
No one. I'm not a hater. I just make my comment.
You're a hater.
There's nothing to hate on, you niggas.
There's nothing wrong with criticizing.
I mean, no, there is an issue with criticizing, but
no, as long as it's constructive.
Yeah. But no, he's talking about Eric was gonna buy this man a gun for the game. And he was like, "Oh, I should have gave you my gun. It has a cool skin." And I was like, "Oh, just to flex with it." And then he said, "Boy, why are you hating?" I said, "It's just a pretty gun."
Well, I'm saying this goes back to our conversation on frugality versus flexing, and you have two people on opposite. You have two people on opposite ends of the spectrum.
We gotta do one of hating and paying respect. Kyrie just be hating. He don't pay
hating and paying respect. Those ain't even in the same caliber. What? That's not even the same spectrum.
You know me? He's hating on my intelligence now.
That has nothing to do with respect.
That's everything. Yeah. Respect my intelligence. Don't hate on it.
Respect my authority.
Respect my authority.
All right, it's fucking 8:59. I don't know where Eric is. But
this nigga Joe is.
Yeah, we finna hop in with just the three of us. How y'all living? It is the Immoral Compass. It's your boy Kyrie. We are joined by Kid Mo. What's your opening statement, sir?
What's up? You know, another day in paradise.
Kenny, how you doing? Kenny? How you living?
I'm all right, man. You know, just blessed to be waking up healthy. You know, highly favored and black.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. We just gonna hop straight into it. I had some stuff planned for today. We ain't got no people showing up. It's a little early. I ain't mad at them. Some people got work, but we just gonna hop straight into it. We was gonna do a bunch of these topics today, but we just gonna do like the first 5 and just leave it at that because we ain't trying to be here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So Moses, you got the first one. You got the American dream and the differences between being wealthy and rich.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it. This is your topic, so you can start it off.
All right. So, you know the American dream. Everybody, get money, be rich, have a good family. But I mean,
you know what? Let me look at this. What technically is the American dream? Let me take a look.
Being free, do whatever you want.
American pie. Yeah. House, dog.
What? Pie?
Yeah, having apple pie.
Oh, she got purple shoes.
What is the American dream? So on Google, it is officially.
Nigga, Google the American dream.
I might as well because nigga. Do you think you are chasing the American dream? I'm not chasing the American dream. I'm chasing my fucking dream.
Nah, the American dream is just success.
All right, so let me break it down as to what Google says, and this is technically the dictionary definition of the American dream.
Which dictionary?
Right?
Is it Urban Dictionary?
It's Google. Shut up.
I don't trust if it's not Urban Dictionary.
See, you can say shit like that, but it's not hating. But
No,
if
Hey, but like I said, you dropped out your daddy's nuts as a hater.
all right, let's get into it. So, the American dream is the ideal by which the equality of opportunity is available to any American, allowing the highest aspirations and goals to be achieved.
Now, let's say this right now, straight off rip. That's some BS.
No, that's real because niggas.
No.
Let's get into it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Re-say that. Re-say that for me. Reread that for me.
God
What?
damn, I gotta read it again.
No, I got you. I already got you.
No, I want him to read it again. I
got you, Kenny. I got you, Moses. I got you. Ready? Are you listening?
No.
Are you listening?
No.
What?
Let me know when you're listening. Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, I'm listening now. Okay.
All right. The American dream. The ideal.
Wait.
I'm about to slap you, bro.
One first, we're in two totally different cities.
You think I can't zap you from over here?
Can you get your reading voice on?
No. The ideal by which equality of opportunity is available to any American.
He just said it right
the
there.
highest aspirations and goals to be achieved.
Equality of opportunity.
There ain't no equality of opportunity. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on, let's talk about it. Why isn't there?
Okay.
Why isn't there equality of opportunity?
What makes you think there's equality of opportunity?
Because anybody in America has the opportunity,
right,
to put their mind to it and fucking go out and get it. What is stopping people from going and being successful? There's nothing. There might be some obstacles, but
I got a counterpoint for that. I got one for you, but
that's
I'll let you finish.
There's nothing. There's no permanent barrier in front of you that's saying you can't, no matter where you start, that's saying you can't be successful. You can start from anywhere in America. You start from the slums in America and become one of the richest people, become the 1%. There's nothing stopping you at all. Nothing. There might be, like I said, there might be some obstacles. There's absolutely nothing that is permanently stopping you.
Right. Nothing. When you say it like that, I can get behind that. Moses, what's your counter statement?
Give me a second.
There's no tyrannical government.
I'm selling some stocks. I'm on Robinhood. Everything is up right now.
Oh shit!
So I'm trying to make some money.
By the way, we're sponsored by Robinhood. You can go check that out.
No, we're not sponsored.
They ain't pay us.
We are not sponsored.
Hey, cut anything Robinhood out.
I am trying to.
You trying to manifest it? You can say that.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, you're not manifesting jack squat. Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Hating.
That's all I'm saying. He can say shit like that, but I can't. Go ahead, keep going.
Because you a hater. I'm not a hater.
That was hating, Moses.
What was hating? What did I even say? That was hating.
You say you could try, but you ain't manifesting it. What?
Exactly.
Crazy.
That's not hating.
What's your counter statement, nigga?
Well, if y'all would stop getting me off track, I got the brain of a freaking attention span.
I'm about to play the Jeopardy music.
Yeah, well, you're gonna play. You're gonna be playing for an hour. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Okay, so yes, everyone has the equal opportunity to a point.
Okay.
To a point. Now, yes, everyone has the opportunity to make it, but who's gonna? All right. Versus me and someone else of a different race. Let's say, all right.
No, nothing.
Somebody, no, hold on, wait. No, listen, though, and it also depends on where you're at. Okay, so look, you can come from the slums, blah blah blah. You can come from the slums, the bottom, the hood, right? And I can come from a nice neighborhood,
suburbs.
Suburbs, right? Off rip, I can get a better education than you. But wait. I can better education and better access to. Even if I did, might have better access to books and all that. You won't have that.
Moses, you didn't hear what I just said. I said that the opportunity is there. Yes.
The opportunity is there.
There's going to be obstacles in the way.
Okay, you might have 30,000 more obstacles than I might have.
Okay, but can you still do it? Are you still going
maybe?
No, you can't. Maybe. See, that's the mindset. Bro, you can still do it. Just because there's more shit in the way doesn't mean you can't do it, dude. It's just going to take you a little longer.
And you might not even make it there if you really in the slums. No. Because if you're really in the slums, if you're in the ghetto, you might just get killed walking down the street.
That is absolutely true. But
yeah, I'm saying, but you're at
okay,
a higher risk of that than someone in the suburbs.
of course. But I'm saying, does that take away from the fact that you can't be successful? No. How many people have come from that type of environment and have flourished?
And how many people have tried and didn't make it?
That is true, but
From nothing of their own doing, though.
But that didn't take away from the equality of opportunity. You still can do it. It's people, and most of the reason that people get fucked up in that environment is like, it's not because that they're. I mean, that it obviously does happen when people are just trying to mind their own business and get fucked up and start dying. Yeah, they get shot. People just trying to go to school and get education and shit. But when you're in the mix like that, and you put yourself in that situation, and you
might not even put yourself in the situation.
That's what I'm saying. There are people that are just trying to go to school, trying to go to work, trying to get an education.
And those are the ones who get
exactly. But most of the time, it's people that are about that shit, are all up in the mix, and then they get fucked up. But if majority of people were just trying to do their shit and not be involved in that type of gang shit, then we would probably see some different results. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to be shooting people and shit. Go get a job. Just try and like that's what I'm saying. There needs to be better access to things. But I'm saying like if you
everyone don't got the same access, so then you gonna be 20 steps behind, and then you get tripped up on the way. And you might never get the chance to make it because you're still dealing with everything that's tripping you up, that's setting you back, that you can't move forward. Like that's all right. I heard in Virginia, they had it. They finally changed the law, but for the longest it was like, all right, let's say you go to jail, right? Let's say I go to jail. Get out of jail, I get on parole, right? Okay. All the times I went to court and all that, I got all them court fees and costs that I have to pay, right?
Why'd you go to jail?
Wait, let's say it was for something
nonviolent.
Yes.
Okay.
So I go to jail. I don't have a job. So I get out, right? I have all the court fees and court costs I got to pay. I don't pay those in a certain amount of time. They suspend my license. Now they did changed it. I'll give them that. But it used to be they suspend your license. So then I gotta try to get a job with no car that I can't get around. So I'm either struggling to catch on the bus. All right, I can't keep getting this job on time because the bus is always late. So I get fired from that job. So I say F it. I start driving. I get pulled over. I get caught, and then I go back to jail or whatever because I'm driving with a suspended license. And then I get more costs, more court fees and costs. And I still can't get it. So they just get caught in that whole recurring thing. And it's just like, it's hard to get out of it once you get stuck in it. So what I'm saying is some people are more susceptible to getting stuck in that type of thing than other people. So that will keep them from getting the opportunities and getting out and getting the equal opportunity of making it.
I think.
Okay, I get that.
I feel like I definitely see where you're coming from, Moses. But as far
I feel like you're a hater.
I didn't even say nothing.
Bro, this is about to be the hater. This is about to be the hater episode.
I didn't even say nothing.
Just hating. Nothing.
Just let me get my words out.
I'm just messing with you. Kyrie really ain't no hater. Kyrie ain't no hater.
You know what I think? He said hating.
It just sounds like you're about to tell the truth about myself. So it sounds like you're a hater.
No.
That's you know what's crazy? That's the fact that a lot of people right now. You tell them the truth about them. Oh, you a bum. You need to get a job. Man, you just hating on me. No.
I mean, that's let me just get this out.
But go ahead.
So we're saying that the American dream isn't a real thing because there's not equal opportunity for everybody. That statement I can agree with. Now the other statement on it is a mindset on whether or not you will stay in that frame of the world against you, of the world versus you. That is a personal choice. And
I agree with that.
Behind Kenny on that. So
I will say I agree with that. That is a big part of mindset.
My whole perception of the quote unquote American dream is either you can go out into the world and be what the definition of quote unquote a corporate slave, as in like you have to find a job to pay bills. You have to find a job that is below, your means, that isn't something you're passionate about, yada, yada, insert anything that you might not agree with, shit like that. And, you can get quote unquote stuck in that cycle per se. But as far as like whether or not the American dream is real, I think it's a thing. I think it's a thing.
I feel like,
some people, it wouldn't be real if people didn't literally for the sole purpose of making their lives better, immigrate to the U.S.
They really want it for it to be free, and not to be, you know.
And they want to that also, yeah.
But
And
yeah, but they're also
it's
free, so that opens up their opportunities that they didn't have before in the country wherever they came from.
But this
So
is but
really,
this is my point. See, now here's
quality
where I come in with this.
opportunity to be successful.
So check this out. So check this out. When Kenny was saying everyone has equal opportunity to go into anything, this is where I'm gonna start to go into like your topic, Kenny, here for how important it is to own your business and such like that. Right now, for like the past 3 or 4 years, we've been having this cannabis surge, right? Lots of companies are being made, lots of people are jumping into the cannabis industry, but we all understand that the vast majority of all the company owners are white males. However, the vast majority of people in jail for marijuana is black people.
Correct.
So when things like that start coming into play, that's where I can say, as far as equal opportunity in the American dream, that shit's not a real thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they literally for years they had the war on drugs aimed towards minorities.
Yeah.
But now they're making it legal.
Yeah.
All the white people are capitalizing on it and making money. While it's legal in these states, everyone who went to jail for it should be out.
So that they can go and be prosperous from an industry that they were trying to be a pioneer and yada yada. However, there are some that were in there, you know, trapping out the bando with shit like that. But
yeah, but I mean,
still,
you got weed and cocaine and all that added on.
Yeah, come on.
You can get your weed charges dropped, but cocaine charges.
Everything else on top of that, you know, that's a different story. But as far as the people that were just like pulled over, they had a blunt in the car, they found a grinder, maybe like a lighter and some shit like that, and they be like, nah, you gotta go down. Yeah,
for no reason. Yeah,
all shit like that. I think them niggas need to come out, be allowed to go through like some sort of program that lets them at least get some like
the charges should be taken off the record.
I mean, not even just that, but there's more to it. They should go through some like program so that they can take whatever passion they have for that shit and then actually turn it into a profitable business, or at least join a company that will let them come in like that. Like the other day, I just read that Ben and Jerry's apparently hires inmates, hires ex-cons and shit. Inmates, they get paid like $16 an hour, dog. Like what?
They started doing that.
Ben and Jerry's.
They started doing that at Toyota.
You gotta be an inmate to make 16.
Nigga, they said whoever ex-convicts, niggas that were in jail, they come out and they're able to work at Ben and Jerry's for $16 an hour.
Oh wow!
And they were like, that's why it's so expensive. And I mean, I kind of believe it because Ben and Jerry's be about that action.
Yeah, but that's like they started doing that. So Toyota had the inmate program where it was like if they had a non-violent offense, they would send them to T10 school at TCC or whatever, and basically they signed a contract. You did. We sent you to school for 2 years. You have to stay with us for 2 years afterwards and work with us. You know, you get them to school and they have a job there. But I mean, I kind of feel like Toyota did that because the turnaround rate for tech is ridiculous. Okay. But they still did that. But I feel like I've always been thinking, I kind of want to start something where it's like some type of program or something. You get with companies that will hire, like, you know, you get all the people coming out of jail or whatever, and you find them jobs. Like you have networking of companies or whatever that always need people that will hire them, and like good, you know, not just no base minimum wage jobs, some like pretty good jobs that can get them by, so they won't have to think they have to resort back to whatever the case may be, stealing, selling, whatever they were doing to get by.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap up this American Dream topic. What's your closing statements, Moses?
It's not all equal. It is an American dream, but it's not all equal to everybody to live that American dream. But also, I feel like the American dream is what you want it to be. Like, you know, I mean, some people American dream might just be, I want to walk butt naked in the back of my yard on a beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about the, you know, like the technical definition of it. You know, the highest aspirations. They just want to be rich so they can do whatever the hell they want.
Okay. Kenny, what's your closing statement?
I think besides the fact that there are people that get hemmed up for no reason on like bullshit charges, other than that, I feel like there is nothing stopping anybody from achieving what they want to do. And that's the American dream, is just working towards success and setting up your family for future generations.
Yeah,
well, American dream is basically what you want it to be. Like,
I think my definition of the American dream is if there's something that you want to do that you can make money off of, there's nothing in the way at this point in time not as far as like physical barriers and shit like that, as far as like not being able to get access to the teachings, because everything's online at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
basically.
as far
And
as
every
getting
nigga got a
started,
phone. So
as
let's
far
not
as
act
getting
like
started-
niggas ain't got phones, bro.
as far
Yeah,
as
I've
getting
seen homeless
started,
people
there's
phone.
nothing stopping you from jumping into any industry for real, for real. Now, as far as getting far into it, now certainly there's definitely networks that you have to infiltrate, and whether or not you can do that will come into, you know, equal opportunity shit like that. But it's also like, if these are private networks you're trying to infiltrate, then there's nothing like illegal about them just excluding you, unless they're like an official business, and then there's like the Equal Opportunities Act and all that shit.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
look, we
that's
finally-
the
how's
that's
it
the
doing
American dream question. I think we're just gonna go straight into the next one as of differences between wealthy and rich, and then
Eric's here.
we can yeah, here he is, but we can go into Kenny, we can go into yours next, and then we can hop into the Juneteenth conversation. So Moses, tell me
Yes.
your definition. What's the difference between being wealthy and the difference between being rich?
Well, it's I guess you could say there's a fine line, but there isn't at the same time. Being rich, obviously, you know, you have a lot of money, you have a lot of stuff, you have a lot of objects and possessions. Being wealthy is more of your state of being, your state of mind, and all that. So a lot of people are like, you know, I'm very wealthy, but you know, you only got one car, you got a 2-bedroom, you know, 800 cubic inch house, whatever. But he got a nice, loving family. He, you know, is healthy. He ain't stressed out. You could be rich, but you stressed out. You ain't got no friends. You know, so on and so forth. You have all the possessions, but you ain't got none of the
Boo.
self of mind. That's it. I mean, that's what I feel like the difference between wealthy and rich is. Now, most people would prefer to be rich.
What?
Most people want to be rich. Most people want to be rich.
I would say that the definition, like the difference, is that rich and wealthy is like rich is a short term, wealthy is a long term.
All right,
Big facts.
Kenny
Big
got
facts.
the answer. So I got Google pulled up again. Y'all ready for this?
We can't trust Google.
You can't trust. Get him out of here.
Shut
All
You
right.
was late, Eric. You can't talk for 30 minutes.
up. Bro, you know what? I have a good reason for being
What was
late.
that?
I told him. Why
No. I
told him
want to
why.
hear from him. What was that?
I didn't go to sleep at all.
Whose fault was that?
Yeah,
Sounds like
it is your
personal problem.
fault. It is
It
your
sounds like
fault.
a personal problem.
Nigga, you was in here at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
So why you just stay in it?
because you know what? I started yawning. And I was like, "This is my chance."
No. We had power engagements.
I set alarm
You showed up
for
at
1 hour.
9:15.
He always
I
does
set
this
him
shit
up
too.
1
Then he wants
hour.
to get mad when niggas are starting. Like, I didn't say 9 a.m. sharp every time. But anyway,
I'm not mad.
the
I'm
simple
not upset.
difference
All right, well,
between
first
a
off,
rich
let's double
person.
back.
Hold on, Moses. Hold on. Let's keep moving. Just ignore that dummy. The simple difference
No.
between
Wow,
a
he's a
rich
hater.
person and a wealthy person is that a wealthy person has sustainable wealth. In other words,
Yep.
a wealthy person will always be wealthy, whereas someone who is merely rich will only be so for a short period of time until the money is gone.
Yep. Hey,
Like, okay. I mean, I guess, but I feel like
Also,
it's
quick
more.
side note before you start calling me a hater again, this nigga literally came in and his first words were boo towards whatever the fuck you were saying. Carrying on though.
But that's how he felt. You're just a hater.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I knew that
I want
wasn't
you to
right.
know,
and I knew
you don't make a
I knew
lick of
Kenny-
sense.
I know Kenny was talking facts when he said that.
Anyways,
you know?
I was the one that was just said all that.
No, Kenny
Anywho.
said.
No, Kenny said it before I read the definition.
Thank you, bro. See,
Yeah.
bro, what's wrong? This nigga's here the whole time. He don't know nothing.
Shut up.
You're right. I don't be paying attention.
Eric, what's
So-
your definition?
That's
How you
neither
feel
here nor
about it?
there.
How you feel
My,
about it?
my definition don't matter no more. We just got the Google definition.
Does matter.
Yeah, that's why I told you we can't trust Google, man. Our word is
A personalized
word is
vision
God.
of what you feel matters a lot. So, what's your definition of being wealthy versus being rich? Summarize.
You should have did that at the end. But wealthy is just owning a business versus rich is I was gifted this money.
Okay.
Fair enough, but at the same time, you know, you can gift the money, fresh spot with it. You can make that wealthy too.
Here's my
course, of
definition.
course.
Here's my
So I
definition.
mean, that's why I say this is like a thin line. But I feel like, you know, the wealthy is more of
Here's
Wealthy is
mine.
when you
all the way
consistent-
around.
Wealthy is when you consistently have income coming in,
You
like
see,
on a monthly basis.
see, but here's the difference between what y'all are thinking and what I'm thinking, right? When everyone thinks wealthy versus rich, everyone immediately goes straight to money. For rich, I can agree with that. But as far as wealthy goes, wealthy is like a lifestyle type shit. Like, yes, you have the money, but it's not necessarily that you have an extensive amount of the money. It's that you are, one, you have enough money to live the lifestyle that you want. Two, you're healthy enough to live the lifestyle that you want. And then everything. What is this nigga typing?
That's what I was saying.
What were you saying? When did you say that?
That's what you were just saying. I was saying that like you having a nice wife, you're not stressed out. Well, like that's what I was saying. What you just said is what I meant.
But here's the thing: people can be rich and not happy. You know what I'm saying? Wealthy comes from being happy. Is what I think. Wealthy stems from being happy.
I didn't say that, but I said like you're happy.
You can be whatever and not happy.
You can be. I mean, I don't know about that, Kyrie.
You don't think so?
I feel like
I
I feel like Jeff Bezos can be unhappy, but he's wealthy as fuck. He's not rich. He's wealthy.
Yeah, but that.
You think Jeff Bezos is unhappy?
When I say wealthy, I mean you're wealthy in all aspects of life. Not all aspects, but like your house, your family, how you are.
Here's how I look at it.
Pertains to money.
As far as wealth goes, there's 4 pillars for it, right? There's health. There's wealth, which is essentially riches, money. There's love, which is your relationships with your peoples. That's with everybody. And then there's happiness, which is your overall state of being. So unless all 4 of those are in line, I wouldn't consider it being wealthy.
Okay, so I agree with that. I agree with what you said, 100%, Kyrie.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
All right, so what do you don't understand? Let's talk.
Because you say all those things have to be in line for you to be wealthy, but wealth is one of those things. So
But
it's called wealth as far as like just having enough money to live your style.
Right.
Okay, it's not
I
wealth.
believe you don't need all those things to be wealthy. You literally need a consecutive flow of income in your life, or know how to make the income in order to be wealthy. That's it. That's where wealth comes in. I'm pretty sure wealth is money.
Okay, but
we can Google that, right?
Yeah, let me look at it.
Wealth is I
think Kyrie's definition was a more philosophical take on it, but if you're just asking people on the street like what's wealthy, it's like someone that has like a good stream of income.
Yeah, wealth has to do with
the base definition of wealth is an abundance of valuable possessions or money.
Or like a lot of assets.
Yeah.
But that's not what I think of when I think of being wealthy. If I consider a person wealthy, I think that person is
all right, so Kyrie, that's me and yours personal definition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to get at. That's what I'm talking about.
So that's not what it is.
What's your personal definition of wealthy and rich?
Well, that doesn't matter. We got the Google definition.
No, it does matter.
Everything after that is wrong.
That's crazy how you can say that.
That's
Eric,
Eric, absolute fact.
Eric, I'm sorry.
Everything is wrong.
You're making me say this, Eric, and I'm sorry.
Yes.
You're a hater.
Oh my god. Moving on.
No.
Moses, closing statements, wealthy versus rich. Go ahead.
Eric's a hater.
All right.
But my definition of wealthy is more of your lifestyle and everything, like, everything surrounding it. You're rich. Being rich is just your possessions and what you can buy and what you can get. Wealthy is some stuff you can't buy. Just parts that make you wealthy.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Guess what? You
rich
got?
means you just throw money at it.
Guess what, bro? Screw all this wealth. And guess what?
You're flexing. Yeah, we know.
No, it's not flexing, bro. It's not flexing. This is scary. This is scary.
Scary.
So two black people.
Nigga, can we hold on? Wait, we're gonna get into that later.
Hold on, wait a minute.
We're getting into. Nah, I'm about to mute you.
Let me say it real quick.
Nah,
let me say it real quick.
All right, we're gonna get into that later.
Oh wait, what? How? There was no part of this episode.
We'll get into it later.
Okay, but just let me say.
We're gonna get into it later. Why are you trying to jump into it now?
No, might as well just let him know.
Yes, bro. Just let me just say it real quick. Dang, bro. I'm crying.
Nah, nigga. Yeah, he ain't about to disrupt mouthful.
All you gotta do.
Jesus Christ.
All right,
come on here. Disrupting shit.
I just want to make one statement.
You're gonna make a statement. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna have a whole segment on it in like 10 minutes.
I don't think you. He's what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. You just said 2 black people. I already know what you're talking about.
What?
I'm not saying it because you're gonna try to move into it like that. So let's move on.
All right, bro. All right.
We're done with.
Okay. Is it about
Kenny, last statements?
Huh? Is it about somebody dying?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. See, we're not doing that right now. See?
Talking about the same thing. So we can wait.
God dang. Kenny, closing statements.
Hey man, like you said, money can't buy me love.
Jesus.
Oh, it's okay, Kenny.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm lonely, man.
All right.
I mean, for real, Kenny. You can pick up hoes on Craigslist if you're lonely.
What? I mean, I'm saying money can't buy me love. Like, you can buy whores. You know what I'm saying?
Buy whores.
Right.
But
I don't
I'm
know what
saying
these
like
niggas is talking about.
genuine love, you can't buy that shit.
I don't know what these niggas is talking about.
Oh, you want genuine? That's out. That's overrated.
All right.
It is. It gets in the way, bro.
All right.
You got feelings to
Get a
deal
cat.
with.
Get a cat.
Yeah, get a dog.
Yes, bro. You
Money
don't
can buy you a dog.
I don't know what's going on.
That's love.
Hey, let's move on. Kenny, we got your topic, and then we're gonna hop into the Juneteenth conversation. How important is it to own your own business? This is Kenny's topic, so you can start off. Go.
I think it's very important to own your own business because you need to be your own boss instead of and being able to, I think one of the cool things you can do when you own your own business is you can, choose who you employ, and you can choose to employ your family. And it's really just about making like your legacy, your last name. I don't know how much people care about it at the end of the day, securing their legacy, their last name, and making like an impact in the world, because it's like there's 8 billion people, so who gives a fuck for real? But I mean, I don't know. It's just a personal choice whether you decide to like really care about leaving your mark in the world and, keeping it going and contributing even when you're gone. So owning your own business is just really important.
Okay.
I'll
just go ahead.
I feel like own your own business. It depends on the person. Because if you really want to be truly free, yes, you should own your own business. But some people, that's not for them. Some people are fine working a 9 to 5 all their life, with it. As long as they make enough money to live comfortably. Some people are fine.
No, but here's the thing, though. If you're working a 9 to 5 and complaining, then what are you doing?
All right, so let's do it like this. Let's give everyone a chance to get their statements out, and then once everyone's done, we can get into the debate mode. Okay?
All right.
We be going off on tangents. All right, so
Eric. What?
You still going? Go ahead,
Eric. It's fine. Obviously, haters
it's still your turn. If you want to go.
All right. Anyways, some people are fine with a 9 to 5 and just get by, or just living comfortably. All the bills are paid and they're not really stressing. I feel like to go back to like on America, like I feel like if you really want freedom, you don't want nobody telling you what to do. You want to be able to do what you want when you want. Owning your own business is very, very important. If you don't want to deal with any type of like racism, inequality, being passed over for stuff you should be due because of blah blah blah, or you're dealing with politics, you should definitely own your own business, because then you make all the rules, you make all the money, you make your own schedule. But if you don't mind dealing with that, or you got a job where you don't have to deal with any of that, or you just don't care, then to you it might not matter.
Okay. Is that all right, Eric?
It does not. I feel like you shouldn't need one. That statement is pure capitalism. Pure capitalism. You don't need one. You do not need a business. Everybody should not have a business, because if everybody had their own business, how would things get done? We need people who, like, multiple people who can fix cars. We need multiple people who can make sandwiches. We need multiple people who can work inside phone companies, so we all have cell service. We need these things. Everybody cannot have their own business and do it individually. I guess they could, but no, you can't. No, you can't. Everybody can't have their own business and work at a fast food restaurant. One person can have a business, and you know what I'm saying? And we need those things. I feel like society pushes us down and says that is wrong. That is bad. That is not a good thing. You're not going to be successful because you're not doing this. You're not really rich because you're not doing this. Who really needs that? I honestly, to be honest with you, I think who needs like $1 million? That's too much money. There's literally a scientific
nigga
fact that
communist.
says like if you there's a science, it's science. If you there's a cap.
No, let him finish. Keep going.
There's a literal cap on how much money will bring you happiness. After that, it just becomes problems, because as soon as you start getting more money, what is the money is not evil, but the love of money is so evil. And that's what it really is. It really is, because if people really believe that, like, just because you have more money that you're a better person than someone else. It's just like people come and visit Elon Musk's factory. They'll tell people to get out of there, like rich people, that get move, get out of my way, move. Elon, when he walks in there, excuse me, can I be here? Hey, how are you doing? Can I touch this? Can I borrow this? He says that to his customers. It's a mindset, dude. It really is. And people who want like that business, you need a business. You don't need all that. That's stupid. That's you're just pushing everybody else who's below you down. Everybody should be bringing everyone up. Being a business, it's not required.
All right. I understand where you're coming from for Eric, but here's my overall perspective on it. Right. When I say everyone should have a business, it's not necessary that everyone should have a corporate building with 10 plus employees. Right. I'm thinking everyone at this point should be able to, one, have their own website, and then two, sell something on it. It doesn't have to be something crazy. Who said that? Why?
It does not have to.
No, I'm not saying it's not that you have to. It's just that at this point, there's no reason not to.
There's no reason to.
I feel like okay. I'm sorry. I missed the past couple like 30 seconds. I thought somebody knocked on my door. But oh, you're not okay.
It's like this, right? Yes, I definitely agree that we definitely have to have 9 to 5 workers, quote unquote. We have to have employees, but everyone should be able to have the option to, if they so choose, to go out and start their own business. Now, obviously, you say we don't need everyone to freaking have their own dealership and stuff like that. That's literally not going to happen, because someone's going to be better than the next person. And then that becomes a battle of delusion versus fucking facing reality. So I don't think even if everyone had their own thing, there wouldn't be too much saturation and all of that. I think there's plenty of people that go to 95 jobs and have their own personal thing that they make money off of. There's plenty of people that do that.
If everyone did that, there's billions of people. There'd be tell me there wouldn't be an oversaturation of everything if everyone
I don't think
was
there
selling
would.
something.
I don't think there would. If everyone took the time to go and think about what they could bring to the table as far as like, an actual service, an actual value, I don't think that would be the case.
Not everyone's going to be successful, for one.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Not everyone.
That's going to be. That's the plan, but it's just more so. Going to
be huge corporations. There could be small businesses.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. Now, no, you're right. You can't have 30,000 dealerships, all on one street. Yeah, but it don't matter, because after a while, you're gonna see who's gonna make it and who's not.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if it does become oversaturated, it's gonna thin itself out.
Exactly. So everybody can't have their own business.
That's not what we're saying, though. That's not what we're saying. You're saying that it sounds like no one should try to have their own business. I'm saying that even if everyone does that, by the natural laws of nature, that shit won't happen. That's what I'm saying.
Because if you take like 50 people and you're like, I want the best idea for this concept that we're doing, and you have everybody write 50 ideas, obviously one is going to triumph overall. So it's about encouraging competition to produce the best
quality
product. Yes, exactly.
So
and
everybody needs to run their own shit, because I want to see what your ideas are. Because what if you have the best idea, but I'm over here with some shit that's subpar to yours? I want to see if your best idea is better than my best idea, and then that will win. And it's like a pyramid effect. And then you only have like at the end like 1,000 of the best ideas of products and services that are available to the public, and then when someone comes up with a better one, it'll take that spot.
All right, so basically,
think about money.
Owning your own business is if you have that mindset of being your own boss. You can also here's another thing. 9 times you don't even have to have a business, and you can make plenty of money. So
of course, you don't have to have a business to make money.
So if it depends, if you want like a legacy and you want to leave something down to your children, then yes, it's good to have your own business. It just depends on what you want.
Yeah, it depends on your values, but it's just like, like why wouldn't you want to have something to pass down to your kids, why wouldn't you want to have a sense of security and stability?
I'd rather pass on to my kids information.
You can do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You know,
So,
Jackie Chan did to his kid. He's giving all his money when he dies to charity.
yeah, he said, yeah, you gotta earn your
You
own.
gotta earn your own shit. Lots of people do that.
That's messed up, but hey,
I, mean,
I don't think it is.
I mean, it's not really.
I don't know about. See, I don't know.
You think he's
that.
giving him literally 0%? I don't think that's the
zero,
case.
nothing.
No,
nothing.
I don't think that's the case.
That's wild. Like, why
I don't think that's the case, though.
If you love your child and you know how crazy this shit is, and at any point we could go into a depression or a war,
That's
and
current.
people need money, people out here scavenging, and you just throwing money away.
To your
That's
child,
crazy
to
as
your
fuck.
seed.
I don't
That's
think
crazy.
I don't think that's the
Giving
case, though. I'm
No,
thinking.
that's 100% the case.
Okay,
That's
but
100%
okay.
he's
How
not
do you know
giving
that
nothing.
though? How do you know that?
Because he said it.
He said everything that I've ever made is none of it has ever gone to my kids. That's what he said.
No. He
Is
said
that what
when
he
I
said?
die-
Answer my
that's
question.
No.
All right, then.
That's not what I
I'm
said.
saying-
That's
I'm
not
sa-
what he said. That's
When
not
he
what none of
dies,
us said.
when he dies, the money that he has extra, he's saying he's gonna
No.
put that to charity. That's what it
all of
sounds
it's
like.
gone. All of it. All the money that he's dying, all the money that is going to charity. He's not giving his son a dime.
Okay,
That's what I'm
but what
telling
about
you.
what about what he has while he's alive? You think his son hasn't gotten any of that?
I said why he's. I didn't say why he's dead. That
Okay,
the only
that's
point I brought it
different.
up is why he's dead.
That's different, though.
And we're saying that's messed up.
How
We're
is that messed
saying
up?
that's messed up.
It's his money that he worked for, so he can choose what to do with it. What's the problem?
I don't think you understand about family and children. I don't think you understand children. Like,
What are
if
you
if
trying to
have
say
kids-
then? Make your point.
if-
Make your point. Say it.
If you have kids, you should give the money to them when they die.
Why?
If you should give them your stuff when they die, why would you give it away? And so you're talking about legacy and giving it to your kids. Why wouldn't you do?
Why wouldn't
here's-
you help your kids out?
Here's what I'm
Why
saying.
wouldn't you do that?
If we're talking about Jackie Chan specifically when he's dead, then you have to look at what he gave him while he was alive.
That is true too.
That's all I'm saying. You're trying to
but-
say
but
that
you-
because when you say it like that, you make it sound like that he hasn't given him anything in his whole 80+ years of living. I don't know how old Jackie Chan is, but
I didn't say that.
that's what
No,
you're implying by saying it like that.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Wait, Jackie Chan? Jackie Chan died?
No. This
he
is
said when he
exactly what I said. This is
Go ahead.
exactly, and you're putting you're being
I
like
said
a woman.
you're implying it. I
Putting
didn't say
extra
you.
stuff in
Go ahead.
there.
Go ahead.
You're like a woman.
Hold on,
I
wait.
said when this man what?
All right, so what? Okay, I see both sides of this. What Eric and Kenny are saying is it's messed up that he's not leaving his kid anything when he dies of
That's
his
it.
great fortune.
That's all I'm
Kyrie's
saying.
Kyrie's saying is it's his money. He can do what he wants with it.
No,
which
that's
is
not what
true.
I'm saying. I'm saying that it's not messed up if he was getting stuff all the whole time he was
I
alive.
mean, yeah, but what I feel what Jackie Chan is trying to teach his son, and I'm pretty sure he's teaching him to get his own stuff. and
Everything's
be
not free. Yeah, you can't just
Yeah.
ride my coattails.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't
Yes,
do
he can.
that. I would leave my kids. I would leave my kids.
Almost every celebrity and rapper does that to their kids.
But how do their kids turn out?
It depends. Some of them turn
It
out
depends
spoiled, some
because
of them-
like Moses said, you have to leave
There's
money
plenty of
so that
trust
they
fund
can make
babies that don't make
so
it
they
out
can
here.
continue it, and you need to give them knowledge because
Yeah.
if you're a good parent, then it won't be a problem.
Just
But if
being
you're
like
like-
I'm dead. Here's the 85 million I had stashed away. That's you can do that for sure.
Yeah.
But is that the
It's
best?
wrong not to.
Probably.
Yes,
But
it's
what I'm
wrong
saying,
not to.
what I'm saying is,
It's wrong.
That's
I
wrong.
would
All
do
right,
it.
all right. I'm
I
gonna
would-
leave it at that. I'm gonna just agree to disagree on that one.
I wouldn't give it all away. I would.
Yeah.
Okay. When my kid is growing up, I'm going to teach him to work for his own.
That's all.
So basically, by the time I die, I basically would hope that he would have his own.
He wouldn't need it. Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, he wouldn't need it, but I'll still would give it to him so he can do what he wants to it, or give it away. It don't matter. Like if he's on his own, by the time he should be able to, if I taught him right, he should have his own. Wouldn't even need it.
Exactly.
That's how I would go about it. I'm
But
not
it's
gonna
here.
say-
But it's here in case some shit goes down.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's gonna happen after I die. Here it is. You know.
Now, if my kid is very irresponsible and just blows his money all the time, I'm gonna give him some, but I'm not gonna give him all of it because you don't know what to do with it. You're gonna blow it and waste it.
And you have to have a good judge of character.
Yeah, that's what,
Kid.
that's what I mean. That's me personally.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan. I mean, I'm not.
He
That's
probably
just
got
one
his son
case.
just like,
That's just one
shit.
case.
He was like, man, fuck this
Yeah.
kid.
I don't
don't think he was like that.
I don't know what's going through his head. He might his son is going to be able to do fine on his own without dad's money, and he's probably going to be making his own. He might.
Yeah.
I don't know his life, his home life. So
it's
I
like-
couldn't say.
Yeah.
I can't
Because
speak on it.
given some people that amount of money would make them go crazy. They might actually ruin their life. They might actually be doing good.
It happens to plenty of people.
Nice and steady, and then they get all this money, and then they fuck it up, and then they end up like at the very bottom below.
It's not even that they really fuck it up. It's just that they don't have any more ambition to go do anything because they already have the money.
Money doesn't change people. It just brings out the true character.
You know, and I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Jackie Chan is not a good father. He's not a good father. Right. His kids hate him. His kids hate him. He's not a good guy at all.
What did he do? What does he do?
People beat Chris Tucker.
Kids. He beat his kids. One of his kids don't talk to him. He talks to him like twice a year. He's a workaholic, so he's never been with his family. And you're here talking. No, so and you're gonna act like that and then not leave me anything you will?
See, that's a different story then. But we didn't know that beforehand.
Screw you.
I don't care if you're a good father. If you're a good father and you're not gonna leave me in your will, there's a problem. There's an issue. There's an issue. Your whole point of it, if you think of a will, you think, oh, it's to the wife and kids, and you're not gonna do that. I don't understand why you don't think like that's weak.
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Sociopathic.
Right. And then Carrie's like, no, that's fine. That's fine. He was rich his whole life. What? No, he won't.
Yeah, I didn't know that though.
His mom was a single mother.
Even if he was rich their whole life, bro. If you don't leave me in your will, I feel like you hate me. Right?
Wait.
I mean, based on what you just said, that wouldn't be too far off, right?
No, not necessarily.
Based on what you just said, that wouldn't be too far off, though.
What are you talking about?
That quote unquote Jackie hates his kids. But I'm not about to sit here and speak on Jackie's life, nigga.
You know what happened when he was a kid? His parents like shipped him off to like a boarding school or sold him or something like that, and like he got his nose broken at that school. Like
I think we're making a lot of
conjectures here. Either.
They were making a lot of conjectures.
He said, Jackie says it on fatherhood. I really don't know if I'm a good father or not because I never looked after my son or sent him to school. The one time I went to pick him up, I went to the wrong school. Terrible dude. Terrible person. Jesus Christ.
So how important is it?
These kids deserve that money.
Yo, you could have sliced them a little bit. Like, goddamn.
Really,
could be a little bit.
Because I'd left you at school 30,000 times till 9 o'clock at night because I didn't know where you was. Yeah.
I mean, even if you like make over $1 million, like you could give me like 10 grand and I'd be happy.
All right, I agree with you. I'm with you,
dude.
I'm only saying that because at the start I thought that Jackie was doing some shit the whole time.
Wait, bro. Like, think about this right now. My mom has been like a good mom to me. She's been a mom.
Give you none of the money of the settlement. What she did?
Exactly what I'm saying. If she did not do that, I'll be pissed.
Are you gonna hate her?
Yes.
You would hate her.
She'd be a
good mom to you though, right?
She got $30+ million, and then I'm what? I get nothing.
Was the settlement? Here's what I'm saying though. This is how I look at shit. If you were involved from the jump in anything that I've done, what entitles you to the shit that I've made?
Okay, I feel like you don't understand because have you had a dog before?
No.
Okay, you've never had a dog. You don't have kids. You don't get it.
So yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. So let's go.
Kyrie doesn't love anyone but himself.
Facts. I'm telling you, he does not.
That's not true. That's not true. It's not that I don't love anybody else. It's that I don't love anybody more than me.
It makes me so mad.
Anime dad. He's like 6 months. You should be talking. I disown you now.
I've never said that. I've never said anything like that. I've never said anything like that.
I'm not changing pamper ever again.
I've never done anything like that.
You change your own diaper.
Right. Closing statements. How important is it to me?
What's wrong with
What
you?
was that topic?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas be going off on tangents. This topic was how important is it to have your own business? I don't know how we got our Jackie Chan.
How we got a Kyrie not walking by 3 months later.
Actually, I do know how, because we were talking about
because he's a hater.
And there it is. There it is. But we were talking about everyone shouldn't have a job, and then Kenny said you want to leave a legacy for your people, and then Eric was talking about Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan is pretty messed up.
Jackie Chan is one case.
Much better than his parents did with him.
Jackie Chan is one case. I think
he's not He's not doing much better than what his parents did.
I
with him.
think that if
You never had a
you're
dog?
helping people,
How?
I've never had my own dog. How have I never had a dog? By not going to the store and buying a dog. That's not that hard.
You didn't have one when you were a kid that you kind of took care of with your
Wow,
parents.
bro.
You know what? Hold on. I'm sorry. Side tangent. Why is it that every time your parents get a dog, you have to take care of it? Like, it's my dog, but you're
Because
cleaning up.
they're paying for you to live in your house. So you got to be straight up. You
Just
And they try to hold that over you. I did this. You the one that had me. I didn't choose to be born. You
Right.
chose to have a kid. You can't put that on me that you're paying for me to be for me to live.
Don't you put that evil on me?
Yeah, don't put that evil on me.
So you don't think that they're just trying to teach you responsibility? That's what we're talking about. Yeah, it's just evil because you got to take care of the
this
dog now.
evil, yeah.
Yep.
Haters.
I mean,
They're
there's a difference between evil. All right, look, bro.
That don't make no
Like,
sense.
It's different. It's different. Like when I was a kid, my mom had me at like 20 something. My age. My mom had me at my age. Okay.
haters.
Man, when the fuck was Erica born?
Yeah.
You the middle child too?
Yeah, I'm the middle child. My mom had my mom had Erica when she was like 18 or something like that.
Okay.
18, 19. Like, of course, when you back then, you wildin'. I know if I had a kid right now, I'd be wildin'. I'm not gonna be
You
responsible as I
still
should be.
So let me tell you this story. My coworker, he had his first kid when he was in like high school, right? He said, bro, I used to be wild. Now he said I used to take her out with me, like, you want to go hang house with daddy? Like, yeah, sure. Like, he said, yeah, I used to be wild. Now he said I used to take her out everywhere with me. He's like, she's wild. I was like,
Exactly. Like when you acting like that age, like now versus my mom now, whole other lady.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even when I'm like 35 and I have a kid, I'm still gonna be teaching my kid to do some to be.
You better be careful with your words right now.
I'm telling you,
Tell me that. I'm teaching my kid to grow up. I'm gonna teach him to I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be okay with role model, but I'm gonna teach him some stuff I probably shouldn't.
My mom, bro, like my mom is not a completely different woman.
I told her, I was like, if we have twins, I'm teaching them. I'm like, if one of you are better at another subject than the other, switch classes to take the test for them.
Because me and my sister, we got beat all the time. My little sister has not gotten a whooping, and it shows.
Bruh.
Me and my sister got beat all the time.
How important is it to own your own business?
Yeah, it's not really that important.
I thought we went through this already.
Yeah.
I don't know because niggas keep going on side tangents and shit.
It depends on your person.
Yeah, it depends on the person and your morals.
Okay.
Yep.
Kenny, what do you think? You the one that brought it up.
Jesus Christ.
I it's important whether it be a good or a service because you need to encourage competition. Because Eric, you said capitalism is evil, so it's like what other form of government or like system would you
a government that we cannot have, a government that we apparently that we cannot have. If everybody, all right, communism is, I promise you, is not bad.
Eric, no. You better be very careful.
Have you guys
You skipped out for the first part.
Okay, communism is just like, all right, think about everybody doing their job and getting the same amount.
No,
right? But listen. I know because we live in America, so that's wrong. So,
no, it's not wrong.
But
it's
everybody,
not right.
but everybody, instead, because every job is important for society. Doctors are very much important. Car mechanics are very much important, and we all do not have the same. We all don't have the same opportunity to get to all these places. It's a fact. We all do not have the same opportunity to get here, right?
Nigga, if you were here for the American Dream section, I'd be willing to listen to you right now.
All right. Well. Okay, cool, whatever. Anyways,
I'd be willing to listen to you right now.
Y'all listening? Moses, Kenny, y'all listening?
I'm intrigued.
All right. So look, if you all this, that's.
I'm sorry, Kylie's a hater.
If everybody could get paid, if everybody could get paid what they're worth, right? What that job is worth, that's not happening. That's not happening now.
Oh, hey.
But who decides what job is worth? What?
Exactly, dude. We cannot have a perfect society.
Yes, but I'm saying
but you're not giving an answer though. You're just saying you're just picking at shit. You got to give it a solution.
I'm picking. Okay, picking things from different.
Have you guys heard of this society that's happening in Seattle? This autonomous society.
No, speak on it.
What's going on? We're talking about what?
It's called CHAZ, CHAZ, which stands for fucking Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, which is basically the protesters have blocked off 6 to 7 blocks, and they have their own community. I swear to God, and they're having people. They're like, "This is our." It literally has a sign that says, "You are now leaving America." People have had their own society, like they're living in their own society right now, and they've taken over like a abandoned police precinct, and they're like
it's abandoned. I think it's still operating.
No, it's still operating, dude. They're literally blocking people off, and that is the perfect example of a communist society, dude. They're literally we're
right,
watching reality
let's
being
get
made.
some- let's
Like
get
we're
some
watching
definitions
history
in here.
being made right now. This is what happens, dude. When people think that everything should be equal and everyone should have the same. And when we were talking about earlier before you came, Eric, was the equality of opportunity versus the equality of outcome, and the equality of outcome results in communism. The equality of opportunity is what the American dream is, type shit, where you can go out and try to make it for yourself. You can come to America, start from the dirt bottom, and then with no one, not everyone's gonna make it, no, but you have that opportunity to be the best and make this amount of money start from the bottom. Equality of outcome is when everything costs the same, everybody gets the same paid, no matter how skilled someone is more than another person.
No,
everyone
that's
gets
not
paid the
communism.
same.
That's not
Yeah,
communism.
it is.
No,
No,
I'm
it's not.
Google. This
I have it right here.
literally.
I have it right
Yes,
here.
I remember. Okay, wait.
It's even distribution to everybody.
Before
No,
we go into
I'm about to pull it up.
before we go into
You're paid
definitions,
according to your abilities and needs.
before we
That's
go into
exactly what it
definitions,
is.
hold on. Before we go into definitions, from what I remember from school, I just want to say this: before I remember from school, communism is everything is controlled by the government. The
Yeah,
government
that's my issue here.
That's the
Communism
problem.
is that
That's
everything
the
is
problem.
private
I
property.
could have sworn there was a whole different kind of economy that like paid everybody the same.
Socialism
But
is
I thought
probably
it was
what
like
you're thinking about.
socialism, right? That's what I thought. There's a whole nother one that does literally that.
So what kind of government do you think America has? Like what type
We
of
have
government?
capitalism. What are you talking about?
Capitalism. Wait, that's a fact.
Capitalism.
No. I mean like oligarchy. Like what type of government do we have?
I don't know. Let me see.
What's it
Quote
called?
unquote democracy.
Yeah,
No, we,
democracy. quote, unquote.
no, we do not. No, we do not. We have a representative republic. A democracy is pure mob rule. And if it was mob rule, then Hillary would have won the election because more people voted for Hillary. So democracy is when the people rule, and the people not rule in America.
Yeah, so that's
We've been things
in school
through the
that
representatives.
we
but the representatives
actually
can do whatever they
don't
want.
fucking.
yeah. We can vote as much as we want to, but our vote really doesn't matter.
So that's what I'm saying. We learn shit in school that actually doesn't make sense, and we've been taught false shit. America is not a democracy. And you ask, like everybody on Earth, like, or in America, democracy. If
Oh yeah,
not,
socialism
like,
is lit. Socialism is where it's at.
Oh my
No.
god.
I'm googling definition: the political and economic theory of social organization, which advocates
The
that
means of
products.
production,
It means pretty much
distribution,
everything.
yeah.
Production, distribution, exchange should be owned and regulated by a community. So that means everybody is working together. That's like a true democracy. What do you mean? No, that's not a good idea.
What do you mean working together? Capitalism, people are working together.
Okay, no. Capitalism, it's different. All right, all right, Chesapeake.
Okay.
Capitalism runs off
Everybody in
runs off the
Chesapeake is
dis-
working to. Everybody in Chesapeake communicates. We're all talking. We're all working together. When we need something, it's like the old days. If
We're all
we
buying
need
each
something-
other's goods.
Yes.
and services.
Yeah. We all
like black was it Black Wall Street? Like everyone's bought in that community.
Yeah, we as a group we connect with we would connect with Virginia Beach or Richmond or whatever, and we like exchange goods that way, and we talk that way. You know what I'm saying? And the community, the whole country as a whole would work that way. But and the thing about communism is the government controls. That's the bad part. That's the bad because the government controls it, but everybody gets paid to their abilities and to their work. Now everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid ability. Everybody gets paid pretty much fair. But there's no rate. Like we don't get paid fair here.
And
It's not like
communist-
teachers should get paid as much as they do here.
Yeah,
at all.
teachers should have like triple the income they get right now.
Yeah, dude, it's sad.
But at the same time, when you really think about it, what are we learning in school that's actually been like?
That's what I'm saying. You guys are
Why
saying
do we
that
need to go to school?
democracy. You saying that America's a democracy, and that's 20 plus years of you think. No, that's not. We've learned a bunch of bullshit in school. Education
A
system
bunch of
sucks
worthless
ass.
shit. A bunch of
It's
shit.
trash.
A bunch of
Ass,
shit. We
trash.
haven't. Well, there's 1,000 things that we haven't learned about that's been going on.
Exactly. So what?
I feel like
fuck that.
But that's not because of the teachers themselves. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that's
Yeah,
because of the
yeah.
system.
Smart government. We need to.
government knows that their government system is trash. So they're like, fuck. They don't even care.
Mm.
That's why it's paid so less. But I'm saying
I think we might have to sit down for this one. This is a bigger topic than this.
I feel like communism, the government controls like literally everything.
Yeah, but that's the bad thing. That's
the problem. That's the big problem about communism.
Because they decide what you're paid, whatever. But socialism is the people, right? Correct.
All right, so let's look at it like this, guys. Let's look at it like this.
But wait, I'm not done my thoughts yet.
You said the people in pure democracy, which is mob rule, ultimately results in the majority infringing on the rights of the minority, and eventually.
Okay, but at the same time, you can never appease everybody.
Hey, that's exactly why I said we cannot have it.
You can't have unless you have a society of like-minded people. Like, you literally, like, I'm gonna take everyone who thinks like me and make a whole country, and then even then,
that's still a problem. Yeah.
It's still you still have a problem because you all think the same. So you're,
it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem. People grew up.
I mean, yeah, but people are sensitive. It's very sensitive.
I'm not gonna lie though, America, like aside from all the real dumb shit that's going on in America, like, where else would you rather?
The UK,
Japan,
for real?
The UK. I think I'd go to Japan. Switzerland, Sweden's pretty nice. The Netherlands are okay.
Netherlands,
I'm cool.
Europe.
So what is it? I think it's Switzerland or Iceland or something like that. They pay you. There's one country that pays you to live there, and then there's another country that gives you free college too. Like
everywhere else in the world.
Nah. Oh yeah.
I'm so serious.
So here's what I was gonna say. Here's what I was gonna say. Since we can't seem to figure out what the hell these words mean, what by your own words?
All of them. I googled all of them and told you the definition.
Let me finish. And
to the chat.
Let's just hear, and we're gonna go from Moses to Kenny to Eric. Give me your ideal way that things should be working. Go ahead, Moses.
My ideal way. Okay, so
how should things be running? Who should control what? How much? How should people be paid?
Okay, I think everything. I think things should be run by the people. I'm not saying it got to be like straight up like, okay, I guess kind of how we do it is okay, but really I feel like it should be, we want this, everyone go cast a vote for this. If you don't vote, oh well. Not politician, we want this, and the politician's like, I don't want that, so I'm not going to do it. I think that's wrong. Also, I think it should be collective to figure out what everybody should be paid by, importance and risk and all that type of stuff. Like, because there's no way, sorry to say, let's say a McDonald's worker should get paid the same as a freaking let's say like me, a diesel mechanic.
No, that's
because you're way less of a risk, and let's say face the fact, I get exposed to harmful chemicals and all that every day.
Wait, how are they less of a risk? What do you mean?
I mean, like job risk. Like, of course they have the, they could get robbed, shot, the thing could catch on fire. But like, I literally have the problem. I have a 10,000 pound bus over my head every day working. If the lift breaks, I'm not making it out of there. I'm exposed to harmful chemicals every day. Like, literally, there's like everything is labeled. Like, if this gets on your skin, wash it off immediately. If this gets in your eye, call the hospital or rinse your eyes out for 5 minutes straight, or you could go blind. Yeah. Like, I work around stuff like that every day, all day. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so it has to be a collective thing. Like, all right, these people should get paid this, because this is their risk. This is how much it helps us, and whatever, and so on and so forth. But also, I feel like these companies. This might be sidetracked. This might not. I feel like these big companies, McDonald's, Burger King, these multi-billion-dollar companies, they should pay their employees enough to not have to struggle. Like, I feel like minimum wage isn't minimum wage, because last time I checked, you really can't live off of $7.25 an hour in Virginia.
No.
You see what I mean? So I feel like it's these companies, or maybe the economy, something got to change. Where, because like, even if the government's, we're gonna raise minimum wage, everybody wants that, this is gonna raise the price of everything else around you. So you're still gonna be stuck in the same thing. So I feel like that would be nothing that could be worked with, everyone working together to make this. And yes, the small people are gonna get shut out. I'm sorry, but that can't appease everybody. That's part of life. You know what I mean?
All right.
Now, if something gets agreed on by the main people, that's wrong. Like, I mean, like when I say wrong, like I mean like majorly wrong to these minority people. Then that's something that would have to get kinked out when it comes up. But if it's just something that like might mildly inconvenience you, or you just don't like it, you gotta suck it up.
Okay. Kenny?
I think the system we have is fine. Like, there definitely needs to be major. That's not fine. I feel like the type of government we're living in right now, like the structure is right, but it's not like implemented the right way. Like there needs to be major improvements in like a lot aspects of society, like education, like work. Like you said, like Moses said, people like 725 isn't enough to live. Like, people need more money than that. You just need to have more. There needs to be more communication and more diverse like
Representation.
opinions.
Right. Exactly.
Because like people get so like when it's on something as like complex and as like stressful as this topic, people are quick to shut down and just get in their own bubble again, and then not try to be open to any type of ideas. But I feel like communication and diverse opinion is like the most like critical thing to like fixing some of the major issues, like in education. Like there needs to be way more education spending, military spending. I don't see why people don't even understand that. Like I know America is a powerhouse, but like we can cut back. Like no one's fucking us up anytime soon for real. So we can like kind of come back on military.
Kind of?
I'm not saying we got to decrease that shit by 75% or something, but like I don't know. Like because I don't know where our military capabilities are. We could be like in the future right now. I don't know, but there definitely needs to be a rearranging of like allocating money.
Right.
And,
definitely.
Yeah. And then I feel like a lot more like thinking of ways to help people that aren't doing well at all, like living very badly. So yeah, but I think that the structure of like government that we have is like perfect.
The idea is right, it's just not executed right.
Yes.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Eric?
I agree.
Yeah.
Eric?
I feel like everybody should have equal. Everybody should be equal.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Like in all
just let him go.
board, or? Well, I just kind of want clarification on that one part.
On
like,
what?
Do you mean by what they do, what they pay, or just like equal? Like, all right, how the problem is,
If I got like this.
You gotta elaborate.
If America was doing things right, we'd be perfect.
What the hell does that mean?
All right, if everybody was getting paid,
perfect. You can't do perfect shit. You can't.
If everybody was, if it was just good, right? If it was literally good,
You're not making sense yet.
Guys, bro, look, if everybody got paid the amount they were supposed to, they should get paid, right? If the government wasn't greedy, conniving people who were part of secret societies, right? Probably. Oh my gosh, go on Netflix and look up The Family.
The Family.
It's about this dude. He infiltrates this group. There's a group of people. This is all real. It's like there's a group of people who they gather a bunch of boys and then they gather a bunch of girls, right? And in this, they pretty much break you down. Like you cook, clean after the elites, people like senators, governors, presidents. You cook and clean after them. And there's this little black book. It's like 4 or 5 books out of the Bible. And that's what they read that all the time. So they're constantly learning that. They're constantly learning, the schoolwork and learning how the people run the country. That's literally what they do. They've been doing it since they were like 16, 17, some since they were born, like somebody who will probably bring you into this. And it's a super secret. And they control pretty much everything. So there's this guy, he has people in his house. He has presidents. He has dictators come from different countries. Putin, he will come to his house, and they all have these secret meetings that no one knows what they're talking about. they had this guy, I forget, his name's Douglas Coe, I think. He had this prayer breakfast. He still has it every year. Every year the president goes here every year since like Eisenhower or something like that. And they talk. It's a business. They talk about, what's going on in the government. They make deals and things like that. And there's spies there. Some of them got arrested a couple years ago for being a Russian spy, because they were trying to get in for government information. They pretty much control things. They control everything. And
So, like,
it's everyone. It's not just politicians. It's celebrities who are in on this. Right. And like, you cannot talk about it. If you talk about this, you're gonna face big punishment. And it was
probably shouldn't be talking.
What's his last name? How do you spell it?
Douglas Coe, C-O-E.
Douglas.
Look it up, dude. It's like it's been around since like Eisenhower was president, and so like it's just getting found out about, like, I think 2000 early 2000 is when some people, like, when someone actually leaked information, pretty much, and they've been controlling everything this whole time.
It's like
government is wild.
Y'all ever play Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
What's the thing called the Patriots, like that.
Yeah, it's
the Patriots control everything from behind.
Yeah, it's very,
so it's like that.
And then there's also, more. And people say, no, it's fake, when they're clearly saying it's real, but we're just gonna move past that.
I feel like the people
it's all a metaphor. It's all
the people who are in on that like to brag that they're doing it. So they like put out little hints, and people are like, it's not true, but they were like, oh no, this is true. We want to brag about it, but y'all just won't get it, so we're gonna do it.
No, it's like what's it? Bohemian Grove. It's literally a bunch of politicians going into the woods in San Francisco and worshiping this weird owl demon thing, and they all wear these robes and they burn stuff. It's weird. It's so weird, and everybody thought it was like a myth. And then someone actually videotaped it. Like, no, they're actually all these powerful elite people, bank owners, politicians, government. All these people worship this one weird god. They all get naked and run through the woods. But someone videotaped it, and people still think like, no, there's no secret stuff going on behind the scenes. Oh, okay, y'all all just.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's stuff like that wasn't going on, but like it's everywhere. It's the thing. The family, that's what they're called. They're called the family. Realize they're in almost every country, every big powerhouse country.
Like, what was it? Them big 8 families or whatever that people were talking about.
No,
like Rothschild and all that type of stuff. He's talking about them.
No. It's called the family. Like, it's just people. So, they bring everyone in, and
we'll see eventually.
And we'll see. I'm telling you, go on Netflix and look it up. There is no Will Smith.
No, I just googled it right here. It's on Wikipedia. I'm looking at it.
It's 5 episodes.
Can't trust Wikipedia.
All right. Facts. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Let's look at this. Yeah. So my statement is, I'm with Kenny as far as I think what we got right now is the closest to what we want. But the issue is that we got the wrong niggas in charge right now. I think.
Yes, exactly.
I think we should get.
Yes.
I don't want it to be something like we get all the black people, all the Mexicans, all the Hispanics, and then we all choose a representative. I think it should just be, not necessarily a reset. What I'm saying, but we should have something. Yeah, we should have something where I think our votes should be like exposed. I think everyone's vote should be shown. So like then there's no questioning of whether or not the votes are messed up or the tally's wrong. They should have somewhere, not necessarily like at the polls themselves, but somewhere where you can look up what a specific person voted for, and it should be something. It should be something along those lines. It could, but I think that's just some shit you niggas got to deal with, because it's like if you voting for it and then you're not gonna stand by it, then what you vote for it for?
Exactly, dude. People is like the conversation on politics. Like people don't want to talk about who they vote for. Just fucking say it, because eventually, like, we just got to know where your mindset is.
At the end of the day, everything you vote on is affecting everybody, including yourself.
Here's the thing: everyone's
like when they don't think how much you get paid.
Huh? Everyone's two-faced. Everyone's two-faced.
It's like when the government. It's like when jobs tell you, like, don't tell people how much you get paid. It's like why?
Why?
Because because if you told everyone, then everyone would be like, why is this person get paid more for this amount of money?
Maybe some niggas, because some niggas will get butthurt and start bitching, and it's like, nigga, get here then.
That's the thing about like people are two-faced. People are two-faced. So in your face, they're like, oh yeah, we're cool, oh man, blah blah blah. But they go vote because I really hate black people, but I just act like I like them in front of them, so you ain't got no problems. But really, so people just can't be true to themselves and just be like out open with it.
I feel like that's just a bunch of pussy shit though.
I mean it is, but that's the world we live in, and it is major now. It is major.
Fucking SJW.
Yeah, seriously, watch to the family on this. You're gonna feel vibed after. You're like, this has been there the whole time.
Yeah,
damn.
They've been doing this the whole time.
You said
the family.
The family.
All right.
Yeah,
I was legit
family,
scared.
not the cartoon.
I was legit scared after I watched. I was like, God.
There's one here in Virginia, right?
What?
I forget what their name was. My boy told me about it. Let me think about it real quick. I don't remember the name. I asked Trip about it, but I asked him in person. Anywho, so yeah, those are our closing statements on fucking business. How the hell did we get into that? From how important it is to run your business. Anyhow, the Juneteenth topic. Yeah, I mean, it was a good conversation. I liked it. I don't know how we got there.
Extended podcast, I can tell you that much.
All right, Eric, we can jump into what you want to talk about now. We are on the Juneteenth conversation. It is the 16th as of today. Juneteenth is going to be on Friday. Eric, go ahead. Let's talk about these two niggas in Lynchburg.
All right. So far, 2 people in Lynchburg got found a tree, and the police are covering it up because they don't want people rioting.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, it's very much it.
Thank
and the
you.
police. Yeah.
You gonna,
That's all I want. That's the only statement
I know that's what you wanted to say, but it's like, you see how big of a deal
how do you feel about it?
5-second sentence.
God
Exactly.
damn.
And then it was all that. Shut up, mute him.
Because we're gonna get into it later.
Well, I gotta think about what happened.
God damn, you coming here disrupting shit.
Can you expand on that, on how you feel about it, or you just
How you
you brought it up? You go deeper, like
How I feel about it, nigga? I'm scared.
You live in Lynchburg, don't you?
Yeah, but like,
yeah, that's why I never lived there. Nope, they got Lynch in the name, and it's Caucasians there, ain't it? Be real.
It depends what area you go into.
But I'm not gonna continue with this. Anyways,
like
that's
if you go downtown, not really. If you go downtown, no. But like if you go anywhere else,
it's country. Anyways, so basically, 2 more. Were they both African American or?
What? Yeah, nigga.
Oh
okay,
my God.
I didn't know if you said that. I don't remember if you said. I don't remember if you said that. I didn't remember. I didn't remember if you said that or not. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot. So that's what 6 or 8 around the country now.
I can't read that shit.
That's no, and that's like they're covering this one up. So imagine how everywhere else is happening.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
And then
get your guns, get your Second Amendment ready.
So
they trying to take that.
Exactly, which is fucking stupid as shit. They want you to, and you're talking about you want to live in the UK, Eric. The UK, you can't have a weapon. So if someone breaks in your shit, all right, cool. Someone breaks in your shit in the middle of the night. If you got it, they got a knife though. What's up? What are you doing?
All right.
I'd rather fight against a knife than a gun.
Y'all tripping. I'd rather have a gun.
I'd rather have. I mean, if I had to have the choice, I'd rather fight barehanded against a knife than a gun.
Of course, if I had the option to get a gun, I'd get a gun. But like, if you're going to places like, say, if you're going to the Netherlands, it's super unlikely as it is.
Okay, I'd rather be safe. You'd rather be
safer where?
Safe. You'd rather be sorry than safe.
No, dude, that country is safer. I don't think
I think they said it's like the safest country in the world.
Okay, you're talking about the Netherlands. Okay, but you go anywhere else like the UK and you're chilling, you're sleeping,
they import criminals,
and someone breaks in, and with a knife.
You know what?
Unbeknownst to you, you wake up. You're like, what the fuck? You don't know what's going on.
I'm fighting for my life.
That nigga stabs you immediately. Comes around the corner, stabs you.
That's not happening.
All right.
Not to me.
All right.
He said, "We're fighting."
Right.
Of course you're still fighting, but I'm saying like.
So you just gonna put straight up on a situation that we're getting stabbed no matter what we do.
What are you niggas talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
What'd you say, Kyrie?
What are y'all talking about? I thought he was talking about Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, if you're not gonna keep up, you need to leave.
Facts. And Juneteenth, this whole Juneteenth thing, what is it about?
I'm about to read it out. That's what I was gonna do, but then niggas started talking about Netherlands and getting stabbed.
It's about slaves getting free, right?
Can I read it?
Juneteenth. Yeah.
Can I read it?
Oh, wait. Okay. Kyle, you got reading in your deep monologue voice. Go ahead.
No. Juneteenth
you
is the oldest nationally celebrated commemorate. Eric, here, I'll do it. You want Eric to read it? Eric can read it.
Eric has a better reading voice. No homo.
All right.
Well, late for that one. Now I'm playing. Here you go.
Juneteenth is the oldest national celebrated commemoration.
Well, I'll put it back on the screen for y'all.
Of the ending of slavery in the United States.
Corrupt.
Okay, so it's pretty much. I'm not reading all that. I'm gonna go to Google.
Nigga, that came from Google, stupid.
Juneteenth became a holiday in Texas in 1980.
This nigga is.
And a number of other states subsequently followed suit. The day is also celebrated outside the United States, with organizations in a number of countries using the day to recognize the end of slavery and to celebrate the culture and achievements of African Americans.
So it's basically for us our Juneteenth. Basically, Juneteenth for us is basically the day we got free and everyone started.
We got free before then, but Texas was wild. They got free after. They pretty much freed everyone after. That's what Juneteenth came in.
Okay, all right. So freed.
What it
Texas,
is
whatever.
that the slaves were free, but in the South, the word that slaves were free didn't get down there until a couple of weeks, a couple of days afterward. Because they were still fighting the war down, they were still fighting the war ended,
but it kept going on fighting in other places for it.
Okay.
But
Here it is. It says that this is 2.5 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation had become official on January 1st in 1863.
Yeah, so 1865, Texas was like, all right, we get it.
Now we got
God,
it.
Dang, bro.
I mean, they had to go by walk or horse.
Here, let's go. Let's keep reading.
No, but they knew.
Let's keep reading.
They knew.
It says that later attempts to explain this 2.5 year delay in the receipt of this important news have yielded several versions that have been handed down through the years. Often told is the story of a messenger who was murdered on his way to Texas with the news of freedom, and another is that the news was deliberately withheld by enslavers to maintain the labor force on the plantation. And still, another one is that federal troops actually waited for the slave owners to reap the benefits of one last cotton harvest before going to Texas to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation, all of which, or none of these versions, could be true, but certainly for some, President Lincoln's authority over the rebellious states was in question.
I believe the second one more than anything else. But so basically, it's to say basically the slaves were freed, and
I'm celebrating this.
Dude, shut up! Just wait. I'm not done.
Go, nigga.
I don't remember what I was saying.
All right, then moving on then.
All right, so wait, I remember. We were freed, and then it was something about. So basically, it was we were freed and we got our culture back. It's basically what. But
this is too serious a topic for me to be laughing, but I don't think that's right.
I'm asking. That's basically what it's. That's basically what it means.
What it sounds like to me is Juneteenth is the celebration of everyone recognizing that slaves were free.
Yeah.
Okay, I can give that one.
Because people were officially free 2 years prior to, but down in the South, niggas weren't trying to have that shit happen. But 2 years later, someone came through and was like, "Hey, cut this shit out," and then everyone was like, "All right, fine." And that's the last time.
You caught us. We'll stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super simplifying it. I'm super simplifying it, but yeah.
But I mean, it's true. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, cool. Well, then, I feel like if
it's just pissing me off looking.
What's the topic?
Juneteenth.
Okay, what about it?
We're learning about it. That's what we're doing. We're learning about it.
That's like saying Christmas. That's the topic today. Christmas.
We're talking about Juneteenth and what it means.
Okay, what? What do you want me to say about it?
We're learning about what it means, or how it came into effect.
Listen.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But I mean, I really don't see what else we can go.
Let's get into it then.
We all talked about it. What else do we need to talk about?
Let's get into it. It says that can you shut up?
Can you not yell?
No. In the early years, little interest existed outside the African American community in participation in the celebrations. In some cases, there is outwardly exhibited resistance by barring the use of public property for the festivities.
It's just when they started gentrification to start taking our
No,
stuff
it
from
just
us.
sounded like they weren't letting niggas go out and fucking celebrate the shit. Most of the festivities found themselves out in rural areas around rivers and creeks that could provide for additional activities such as fishing, horseback riding, and barbecues. Often church grounds were the site for such activities. Eventually, as African Americans became landowners, land was donated and dedicated for these festivities. One of the earliest documented land purchases in the name of Juneteenth was organized by Reverend Jackie Yates, and this fundraising effort yielded about $1,000 and made possible for the purchase of the Emancipation Park in Houston, Texas. I don't know where Mexia is, but apparently in Mexico, the local Juneteenth organization purchased Booker T. Washington Park, which had become the Juneteenth celebration site in 1898. And there are accounts of Juneteenth activities being interrupted and halted by white landowners demanding that their laborers return to work. However, it seems most allowed their workers the day off, and some even made donations of food and money. So it seems like there's a lot of people that understood it, but a lot of people were just like, "Fuck you, niggas."
You gonna stay working for me?
Not even stay working. Is that today is not a national holiday, and they were like, "It's not worthy enough of a day off," is what it seems like.
That's why I also think it's like important.
I think this should become a national holiday because a lot of jobs I've read this year are letting get the 19th off.
Yeah, my job ain't gonna do that.
Go ahead, Kenny, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, but I'm saying, especially as Black people, it's more important to own our own shit because we never did for a long time in America.
Well, I mean, we did, but then it got taken from us.
Yeah, but for like 400 years we were fucked. So, Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, we need to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. But I mean, okay, but it's never going to happen because no one is. They're not. They have to give something up for us to get something. They're not.
No, they don't. You just gotta work for that shit.
I mean,
you just gotta go.
As far as catching up.
What do you mean catching up?
Fuck a handout.
I mean, not even catching up, but like, well, I'm not saying a handout, but
reparations.
Nah, I mean reparations. It's more of like being the equality across the board.
Reparations. That's what.
That's
what
not.
I would do. That it would fix.
No,
because
there's a lot of ignorant. It's just a lot. I'm saying there's a lot of people who are ignorant of how to manage their money.
So
that means reparations.
They
would just blow it all. So then they go right back to where they were.
So
I mean, that's them though.
They had
That's
a chance
their
to be better.
opportunity.
They had a chance to be better.
And that's how I feel about the whole money thing. But let's just move on.
So like, if you get reparations, you're gonna be giving it to people who are just gonna blow it. Who's gonna make?
You think everyone's gonna do that? You think over 70% of people are gonna do that?
A lot of people are gonna do that.
A lot of people are gonna be stupid.
A lot of people are gonna do that.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that though. If that's what they chose to do with the money that they earned or that they received.
Some of it may be being frugal and flexing, and then another part might just be not knowing because they were never taught.
I mean, so
not knowing how to what? Don't spend your money.
No, not how to manage it, or even to how to invest it or anything. Because, bro, honestly, when we were in high school, when we became freshmen, is when they made it mandatory. When we were freshmen, they made it mandatory to take economics and personal finance. Before that,
it wasn't mandatory.
You didn't have to take the class.
Yeah.
So you could graduate high school not knowing how to balance a checkbook. No, we became seniors.
No, because I was supposed to take it, and I was like sophomore year.
Yeah, it was freshmen. It was like then the year after us, they added something else. I can't remember what it was. But literally, our freshman year of, what was that, 2011, 2010?
I don't believe it was our freshman
2011. 2011's freshman year.
Okay, so I thought 2011. No, I remember they was like they literally just made this mandatory for y'all class 2011, and everyone after has to take economics and personal finance to graduate high school.
Yeah.
Because before that you didn't have to, so you could literally graduate high school.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I promise you they did. Because before that you could graduate high school without knowing how to balance your checkbook, without how to do your taxes, without any of that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they do this, a lot of people are just not gonna know what to do with it or how to handle it, and they're just gonna be like, "Well, I want this brand new 2020 Mercedes that's $200,000,
But I mean,
then I want
there's
this big mansion that's $500,000.
Well, that's just bad
there
spending.
Yeah.
it's $700,000. You know
I
what I'm
feel like
saying?
you don't have to be a
Bad spending.
genius. to know that's bad spending.
Exactly. If you want to save your
I mean,
money,
yes,
you don't want to spend. You don't want to lose your money. Then don't spend it.
But
Spend it
it's
on
not
shit
even
that you
don't spend it. It's just don't spend it on shit that won't give you a return.
Don't live
But
outside
that's
your
what I'm saying.
means.
They don't know about what I'm thinking of assets and liabilities.
You know,
They
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna lie. I didn't pay attention to that class. I didn't pay attention to that at all. So I don't know any of the stuff they taught. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know any of the stuff they taught. I know not to go buy a brand new. If I have $300,000 from reparations, I know not to buy a new car and a new house.
You don't want us talking about getting a Tesla.
Okay, yeah, but my mom is gonna buy me a Tesla.
See, but here's that's where I was gonna go with it. Most people, once they step into the real world, they get that shot. They have to learn it, or it's swimmer drown.
Sink or swim. Yeah.
But it's still only learn the minimum, the bare minimum.
Yeah, but I mean that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing in high school. Like that's what they just started to do. I'm saying, but even after you graduate and shit, you know, there's not a vast majority of niggas. I mean, there's a lot of people. Now, when I say niggas, I'm not talking about black people. I'm just saying people because it's easier for me to just get my sentence out. But
well, you gotta be politically correct here because
that's why I'm saying it now. That's why I'm saying it. But most people once they come out here, they're not just fucking blowing money on stupid shit. They are, but they're not putting everything away like that. Most people are able to at least live paycheck to paycheck. I'm saying
but
you shouldn't do, but they're able to survive.
Don't live above your means.
Don't live above your means. Exactly. You know that you shouldn't be eating that fucking the 5-star restaurant. Don't go there. If you know that's way out of your price range, then why are you going there?
Know what bills you can handle. How many? You know, good. Really, people need to be really good at
Sometimes you can't have fun. Sometimes you can't go out and do shit. Sometimes you gotta stay inside. That's it.
You gotta really be good at budgeting. You gotta be good at budgeting.
Oh wow, look at this. Apparently there was a decline in the Juneteenth celebrations coming into the 1900s. Classroom and textbook education in lieu of the traditional home and family taught practices stifled the interest of the youth due to less emphasis and detail on the lives of the former slaves. Sounds like what we got going on right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They just said excluded. They just started excluding that shit from all the textbooks.
So they slowly did it till it wasn't in there. So now you don't know about it. Because guess what? I didn't hear about it until
like 2 years ago. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't hear about
Juneteenth.
I knew about Juneteenth for like 4 years or something like that. 5 years.
I don't know what the fuck this shit is.
Never heard of it. Like they was like, yeah, we're not doing just 4th of July. We're doing Juneteenth. I was like, what the hell is Juneteenth?
Yeah, I think we don't really like understand. Like, I mean, we can talk about like how crazy it was, but like it, like a lot of people like really got like I don't know. It's like
we don't
really
even know how much
nasty shit, man.
Right,
like despicable shit happened.
We don't know how much we've lost to being excluded from history or whatever. We don't know how much that we could be missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't start researching again until the civil rights in the 50s and the 60s. And then now again with our current civil rights shit going on now.
Yeah.
I feel
like it's important to celebrate it now?
I feel like it's something that should definitely be documented nationally.
Yes, most definitely.
Do I feel like it's important? Yes. Do I feel like it's like an end all be all to things? No. But I feel like we should definitely recognize it. We should definitely make note of it every year. And what I really think niggas should do, I think we should get rid of all like quote unquote history months. I think all that shit's got to go. That shit. I don't feel like all that's condescending to the actual struggles niggas be going to dedicate just 1 month to whatever.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I think that's fucked up in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I feel like they're saying like y'all get 1 month for
everyone to quote unquote be like, oh, black people, and then they want to be like, who's your favorite black person that's done such and such? Like that's such a
that is.
Yeah, after the month, it's just
like I really hate that shit.
Yeah, y'all
back to work, niggas. Back to work, niggas.
Yeah. and then it's like, there's also the whole argument of it's February, which only has 28 days in it. So there's it's like the least painful month for all these niggas.
Trying to not
I'm saying?
Be here. They really don't want us here.
Not at all. They just they don't want us here, but they keep us here to work.
They're
No.
like, yeah.
Yeah, y'all making this
Population.
money.
Damn, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
That's why you gotta own your own business, man. We gotta get this shit.
I guess.
For real. If we want to, if we're here, if we're
I
like,
feel like more
if
like independent money.
we're not going anywhere else. If this is our home for real, we're like our families are gonna be here. If we have kids,
Right.
they're most likely gonna be here, depending.
Right.
Like we gotta make our situation here great. So make the best of it. Capitalism, work
What's
that
that?
shit, man.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they do. Like we need to learn the in and outs. Like I told Kyrie about it earlier. Where just I talked to my girl's coworker, and he has something called like my econ, like my economy, where he's like we teach you basically like how you can write off stuff you do every day on your taxes and your tax breaks, or how to redo your W-4 so you get. They're not, because you get a refund at the end of the year. That's just all the extra money they took from you throughout the year.
Yeah, Moses.
So
Moses, let me ask
teach
you
how to
this.
redo it. So,
About that program. Do they tell everyone to get their own LLC?
I'm not sure. He sent me a link
Because
to
I
the
read
video.
somewhere, everyone should have their own LLC, and then all the purchases and shit that they make, they shouldn't do them as a person. They should do them through their LLC so that they can write them off through taxes.
Yep. Because he was telling me, he's like, all right, so let's say you at your job, you get paid $40,000 a year,
Right.
but after all your deductions, you only make like 25.
Yeah.
So the government is only going to tax you on 25,000 versus 40,000. So
Exactly.
basically, what he's saying, that's what they teach you to do in the app. You pay for it monthly or whatever, but the app, it keeps track of all that. So let's say you go out to eat, right? Okay. Let's say this. So let's say you guys go on vacation. Eric, where you got family at? Out of state?
I think
they're all in Virginia.
All of them. Okay. So Eric, not Eric. Kyrie,
No, South Carolina. I'm sorry,
South Carolina. Okay, so let's say you go on vacation from your job, you go to South Carolina to visit family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So really, you're not going on vacation. You're going on a business trip. You just happen to see family while you're down there.
Exactly.
So you just give out a business card or whatever. So they ask, what was this business trip? Oh, I seen, a potential business partner or, someone who wants to come on board or whatever. So you go down there, all the gas is going down there. You write it off as a tax. You go out to eat. The bill, I believe, can be 50%, tax written off, and any tip can all be written off. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's stuff like that. They teach you how to do stuff like that. Or let's say you have a dinner at your house. All the groceries you buy for that dinner, if the little business dinner, you don't eat out, but you eat at house, that whole entire grocery bill, you can write it off. So basically what he's saying is like, we teach you how to do this. Because, that's how the big businesses and all the people who make big money, that's how they pay less taxes.
Yeah,
You're taught working 9 to 5.
The biggest thing when people say no one's paying taxes, that they're just avoiding this shit. That's not what it is. They're writing off their expenses.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So we're taught working 9 to 5, pay taxes, live life, make it how you make it. But they never teach you, well, these big businesses is making quadruple more than me, but they're paying the same amount of taxes I am. How does that work? They're writing off.
They write off their expenses.
They bought the car. They bought this $100,000 car. They bought it as a freaking business car. So it's only going to be for quotation marks, business.
Yeah.
But it's not. But they read it off like that, so they got that whole tax break. You know what I mean? So like that's what I don't think a lot of people will understand. Music industry, a whole bunch of labels. They have their main artists, whatever. But then they have a lot of random artists they sign because they want to use all the money before they have to pay it back at the end of the year. So we get this artist, we're gonna get him a nice car, set up these music videos, give him a record deal, blah blah blah. That's all right off. So they keep the money. They don't have to pay it back. Is really what they're doing. So the music videos they're paying for, the cars are paying. It's all tax write off, and they still want you to pay them back. So if we can do it and save that little extra money, that puts you up ahead a good amount straight off rip.
There's a bunch of shit, man, and I think a lot of this all comes back to the whole. It's not necessarily the American dream thing, but the whole equal opportunity shit. They don't teach a lot of people this stuff, but at the same time, as of right now, as of the current state of what things are in the world, it's all available on the internet. So it's like I understand where both of you were coming from earlier, but if you were really trying to go out there and do that shit, you would find a way to get the information. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you find it. Go find it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kenny.
No, I'm saying just go get it. Like it's all here. Like Kyrie said, it's on the internet. Everyone has a phone. There's no excuse.
You just got to know what to look for.
And it's also like you said, Moses. If people are interested, some people don't care.
I mean, even if you don't necessarily know exactly what you're looking for, Google is set up so that you can give them like 3 keywords, and you can find a little more information. Then you can dive a little deeper and get more specific with what you're looking for.
Yeah,
you got to start first. It's always harder at the beginning, but once you get the momentum going, bro. Know what I'm saying,
and then after that, it's all up to free will.
There's so much free stuff too.
Yep.
But all right, y'all. That's what episode is this? Is this 4?
5?
I don't know.
3.5.
That's the Immoral Compass. Any closing statements, Moses?
Basically know what you are, know who you are, know what you want in life, and attack for it. You know what I'm saying? Plan for it and go for it. I mean, basically, be wealthy. How I feel wealthy is I'd rather be wealthy than rich, and I'd rather be me and do whatever I want. I don't really want to run a business, but I want to live comfortably.
I feel that. Kenny?
Be respectful to people. You know what I'm saying? Be able to, like Moses said, attack that shit. Whatever you want to do, just get it done. There's nothing stopping you. Just do it.
Eric?
Get money. Don't trust the government. You don't have to get money if you don't want to. You can be complacent. Just living your life. That's fine. Kyrie's a thought.
And he's a hater.
Oh, but most importantly, he's a hater. I forgot. Yeah,
I'm officially giving the hater title to everybody. So I'm the one who does that. So Kyrie, you're a hater. You're the king of haters.
As long as I'm a king, nigga.
Yeah. I'm glad you take pride in being a king of haters.
A king nonetheless.
A king nonetheless.
I guess.
But yeah, my closing statements, man.
Hater.
There's a lot of shit that we gotta learn. And by we, I mean, I'm talking about myself specifically, but I think the Black community, we have a lot of history that's been lost. We have a lot of stuff that we got to just dive back into. I don't really want to call it getting back to our roots, because as myself, I don't know what the fuck, where I'm descended from. Do y'all know y'all ancestry real quick?
No.
I'm saying, I
know part of me is from, what's it called? Nigeria?
But yeah,
what's that place that had the earthquake?
Puerto Rico,
California.
That's not very specific.
It's like down.
That's not
Florida?
specific either. You talking about South Africa somewhere? What are you talking
It's
about?
all right, South
America.
It's an island. It's an island.
Jamaica.
Is it? Black people?
Cape Verde? I don't know, bro.
No.
But yeah, y'all.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of shit that we guys gotta. I think if we all came together, not really came together, but I think if we all just started, not really sharing information, but just be a bit more, not even accepting. What am I trying to say here?
Understanding.
Not even that. It's just
Communicative.
I think we should talk more about the shit that we've gone through.
Yeah, you got to communicate more.
Yeah, man. I think even because like us, a lot of us here, how many of us have literally been in like super racist situations? Honestly,
Never.
I haven't. Not that I can think of.
No, yeah.
I can't think of any overt racism I've experienced.
And I think
maybe I've been followed around a store and I haven't noticed.
Yeah,
I don't be paying attention.
Been followed in the store before, but I don't give a fuck about that. I don't
be paying attention.
I think we should really listen to the people that are saying that they've gone through these experiences. Really, really listen to their stories and fucking just trust them. I think we should definitely change whoever we got in politics right now. But I think that's what's going to happen as a result of 2020. So I think
who you think's about to win?
I don't know who's about to win. It's too up in the air. Bernie is still on the ballot for everyone that doesn't know. He's just not campaigning. I hope Bernie wins. I don't know if Bernie's the best choice, but he's definitely better than what we got right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, really and truthfully, I feel like I'm just gonna be honest. I really haven't paid attention to it all, but what I've heard from people, we really don't have any best option. It's just the better,
really,
whatever.
Suck.
But obviously, a lot's gonna be better than Trump. But I have one more thing to add.
Go ahead.
I tell this to people. Yes, to my black people, to my brothers and sisters. Yes, we went through a lot. Yes, we're put behind with blah blah blah. There's a lot of us who think, oh, I'm owed this because I went through this. That's life. I'm sorry it happened. It sucks that it happened, but you can't think, oh, people owe me this, oh, people owe me that, I'm owed this, because life don't owe you nothing. The world don't owe you nothing. Ain't nobody just gonna give you handouts like that. So
unless you're me.
Yeah, Eric is lucky, man. That shit don't make no sense.
Eric's just something else. But besides that point, it's very rare that you're gonna get anything handed to you, or you're gonna be treated
That chuckle, dude.
all right, it's not gonna happen. Eric is just, he's different. He's just whatever. But in seriousness though, like you literally you just have to. You have to fight for everything you get. You have to fight for every single thing you get, and you just can't be like, oh, "It's not fair. I did this. I didn't get it. It's not fair." But you soaking about it and complaining about
ain't
it
gonna help. It's gonna help. Crying ain't never helped nobody.
Exactly. Crying over spilled milk don't help nothing. It's not gonna bring the milk back. You have to. You literally have
to go to the store and get some more milk.
Exactly. You have to. You have to keep it pushing. Like you get down and you stay, and all they want to do is push you down and hope you stay down. Once you do that, they got what they want. So you just got to keep going.
There's definitely shit that's gonna happen. That's gonna probably hit you in a way because someone could die close to.
Yes.
It could fuck you up, or you could get into like an accident or anything like that. But the main thing is just positive thinking, because you are your mind does go into a loop, and if you start just thinking negative and thinking just bad mentality, you're just gonna be living in a bad mentality. But you gotta literally rewire your brain into
stuff happens every day.
Yeah,
we just
gotta fucking
went
go
through 4 cars within a year. I got in 2 accidents within
I remember that. Moses got into 3 accidents like 2 months ago.
3 months. I got 3 accidents bro, from June of 2019 to January or February of this year. I've gone through 4 cars.
And 2 of them were at Domino.
Yes, and one of them I got rid of. The other 3 were not my fault why they were lost. Oh no, I'm sorry. 2 of them. I'm on my 4th car right now. The 4th one got hit a month. This brand new 2020 car I got hit a month after I got the car.
My luck is just better than that.
Yeah, people need to learn how to drive.
You know what I'm saying? So I literally went through. I went from one car, got wrecked after making 1 payment on the car. I made 1 payment on that car and it got totaled. Then I got my next car, and a month after I got it, it got smacked. It was in the shop for a month. I can't just lay here and be like, oh my gosh, everyone's out to get me. I just got to give up. No, it is what it is. Charge it to the game. Take it with a grain of salt and keep it pushing.
Yep.
And that's life. We the Immoral Compass, bitches. Love you. We out.
Yes, sir.
Bye.